We are at the St. Paul's Neo-Gothic church in Munich. So you can see the church is Gothic because of its pointed arches, right? And from the outside you can clearly see it's Gothic, but they call it Neo-Gothic because it's built very recently, as recently as 1892 and 1900s, early 1900s. So it's relatively new. However, this church was heavily damaged during the World War II. So it was rebuilt and reconstructed. So yeah, I mean, when you come in, it feels relatively new anyway. The stained glasses even. St. Paul's Church from the outside. Very good. When in Germany, tasting some German beer is a must. So, cheers to this journey. Taste the German beer. It's very good. And we are here in this restaurant trying to, waiting for our order to try some German food. I'll show you when it comes, when it arrives. Take photos, you eat. You know it's good food when her plate is empty. It's always good to start a new city tour with a great meal, great local meal. So in the restaurant we had our lunch, late lunch. Is a local Bavarian restaurant, and as we entered the restaurant, they had a big sign on saying they only accept cash. So I'll reiterate this point. It's good to have cash with you always, at least 50 euros. Also in change as well. Sometimes if you want to go to the bathroom, you will need coins. Some places only accept coins. So always good to have at least 50 euros in change. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So that's a travel tip. I think I have mentioned this earlier. So yeah, now we are heading towards the station because we need to get the ticket to our tomorrow's journey beforehand. So this ticket we are not going to book through the app. we are going to get a ticket from the station because the app doesn't allow you to book trains earlier than 8 a.m. Yep, let's go there. So there are two trains, the same price. One is earlier, one is like 1 hour earlier. But the arrival time is same.
No. Oh yeah.
The price is same. However, the second one, the later one, has only a shorter transfer time. So,
Second one?
only 3-minute transfer. Show me the other one. This one is 21-minute transfer. So we have to come early, but never mind. So we'll book that then.
Next one, huh? So what's this one? 1, 2, 1, what's this?
Yeah.
It's like home.
We just got U-Bahn tickets for Munich.
It's very complicated.
What's that?
It's very complicated.
Yeah. A little bit complicated than Berlin. In Berlin, we could get tickets, U-Bahn tickets straight from the platform. But here, we went to the platform, we had to come all the way back up. Alright, we are going to visit the BMW museum. We finally made it here after struggling to get a ticket and to find the correct U-Bahn and everything. What I wanted to say is that the sky looks very, I don't know, smoky. It's like covered in smoke. Kind of reminds me of Beijing, because when I was transiting through Beijing, it looked like this, the sky. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, you can see slightly patches of blue sky, but mostly it's like cloudy and grey. Right, we need to cross the road for the museum. That's the BMW headquarters.
Ahí sí, paso la pizza para. Mira, mira.
we are going one by one. The rooms are numbered, so we are just following. That looks like a World War II era bike.
The car is very interesting, not just for BMW's history, but the very first cars to solve integrated inside.
9 were killed at the airport tonight. They're all gone.
So after the BMW museum, we came to this memorial site.
I'm sure
See if you can
the
identify.
public will agree that we cannot allow a handful of terrorists to destroy this nucleus of international cooperation and goodwill. We have
So 1972 Munich. What do you remember? What comes to your mind when you say
this
1972 Munich?
nucleus of international cooperation and goodwill. We have
Yeah.
in the
Something terrible happened on
a movement.
during the 1972 Olympic
must
Games
go on.
held in Munich. So some Israeli athletes lost their lives due to a terrible event, and this memorial is to commemorate them. So this park is right next to the BMW museum. It takes it takes a little bit of walk to come here, but like 15-minute walk, you can make it.
Die erste Entscheidung fiel bereits kurz nach 18 Uhr. Rumänien besiegte Ungarn im Hallen und Ball sicher mit 20:14.
with that, with this, we will move to our next location. So we came all the way out of the Munich city to see the BMW museum and this memorial. Now we'll have to go back to the old town of Munich to see some other landmarks. I find it amusing because all the escalators and lifts are made in Germany, but you don't have escalators everywhere. Alright. This is like St. Peter's Church. Now test. Can you guess the architecture? If you can estimate the architecture, please comment below.
Every time is a change of route.
Behind me you are seeing the town hall building, and the other one is the St. Peter's Church, and you can see the Franca churches, cathedrals, two domes. Yep, just there. So now we'll walk towards that cathedral, and let's see. Right behind me is the Cathedral of Our Dear Lady, or the Germans call it Frankfurt. This one was constructed in the 1460s, and it's a late Gothic church, as you can see. From the pointed arches, it's a late Gothic style, but the domes are Romanesque. And one special thing about this church is that it's the largest hall church in the world. So it's got the biggest hall. I thought Cologne Cathedral was the biggest, but this too is a big church. And also it's made of brick. Looks like gravestones.
Als Kirche sind wir pilgernd unterwegs mit dem Auftrag Jesu Botschaft vom Leben.
Alright, we were inside the church. The church looks very simplistic from the outside. I mean, when compared with the other cathedrals, it doesn't have much designs and all those works.
There's a huge cross
Yeah.
in the middle.
There's a huge crucifix in the middle, and also the interior is very simplistic. I mean, it's peaceful and big, but yeah, it's peaceful, and the people who are maintaining order doesn't allow taking photos and videos because the mass is going on. That may be the reason. So, yeah, that's it for this church. We'll be moving on to our next location. We are at Sendringer Tor. It's one of the three city gates of Munich. So Munich, as you know, was a city, the old town, and the town had to have fortifications because at the time the world was not that peaceful. So to prevent any attacks from enemies, they built city walls. And this Sendringer Tor is one of the three remaining city wall gates, right? City gates. So this was built sometime in early 1200s, and it only had one tower apparently, but two new towers were added. But later on, I think recently, like as 1800s, one center tower was demolished, and this is what we have today.
Griechenland sieht Süditalien. Okay, danke. Okay,
Here you can see the established date year 1318. Anybody coming to Munich would see this gate first. Back in the day. Hey, look.
This one?
Yeah. So if you are coming to Munich, you will see this. And you have to go through that. You will have guards here checking your luggage and everything, like what we have in the airports now. No customs back then, but similar to customs, there will be guards. Can't find any stairs or anything to go up.